Senseless Acts of Comedy and fans.
We are a little confused, flabbergasted even.
About why you think we're at war.
I mean, we're librarians.
We are just trying to help people. Our war is against ignorance.
We stand for knowledge and truth.
We will continue to help people to the best of our ability.
And as long as there are questions in the world,
we will continue to answer them. So with that in mind, we accept your challenge.
I can't say for sure because of confidentiality reasons, but I'm assuming it's this guy with the boss chops. And seriously, purple.
There's no ball pit. No ball pit.
BLUU retired, didn't you know? There was a great article about it in TCU 360.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Well, we do actually take walk-ins. However, if you are dying, you probably should call 7777 to get campus police or the Wright emergency personnel. But you are in luck if the health center does offer walk-in appointments every day. There's a designated doctor for walk-ins. So come on in, walk into the health center.
The lotus petals from the original frog fountain were reused in the new frog fountain. Only the main internal pipe was replaced.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
Can you check this out?
yes. Right now.
You don't want to know.
Why, yes. I can explain the themes of authenticity and reality in Philip K. Dick's Man in a High Castle. And I can help you explain it too in 5,000 words, at least. Wait a minute. Are you talking about plagiarism? I charge for that.
A renovation of Beasley Hall. It will include academic spaces, restrooms, an elevator, and a fire sprinkler system.
Okay, number one, did you even try out? Because you kind of got to do that. Number two, dude, stop crying all the time. You need to man up.
Safety.
Evidence would suggest that this is a pool.
I mean, I think her beauty mark is totally real, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's real. It's very real.
I mean, it's very convincing.
Oh yeah, it's totally convincing. I mean, how long do you think it takes her to put that on anyway? Hey, have you seen our choices on the east side of campus? I mean, it's either this or the bistro.
We can tell you, but the TCU library cannot be responsible for what you do with that information.
Can you make that shaken and not stirred? Well, hello there. In case you're wondering, have you ever seen me and James Bond in the same place at the same time?
here's your chocolate milk, Mr. Bond.
Thank you.
It could have gone really fast had the city closed down all the lanes, but y'all would have been upset by that. Besides, isn't it nice not having to play Frogger going to Fuzzies?
Just one entrance is more cost-effective, easier to monitor for safety, easier to barricade when necessary.
Pete Wright Hall was named for L.C. Pete Wright, who became TCU's athletic director in 1922 and also assumed duties as TCU business manager and treasurer from 1932 to 1955. Mary and Robert J. Wright Hall is named for trustee Robert J. Wright, 1950, and his wife Mary, who are successful business people in Dallas.
I'm not qualified to answer that. Just ask Brad if you really want to know.
Still no ball pit.
The new plates at the BLUU do not suck. If they sucked, they would stick to the table and they wouldn't tip over. Music has to be loud to drown out the sound of tipping plates.
Because they were a Boston market until it closed in 2009. This is called upcycling or downcycling, depending on which restaurant you like better.
The natural light is great for reading.
Hey Jeff, do you have a minute to talk about that project?
I don't know what website you were looking at, but the BLUU website says the count is 306.
You are so observant, Doc.
This is liquid serenity. TCU Magazine calls it a bubbling water feature. Don't you feel more peaceful just looking at it? Hey! I'm enhancing my calm here, you moron!
Don't worry about it. It's going to move again next year when they renovate.
Oh, so this is anonymous. Jeremy Culhane, you are too cute.
Delicious.
Okay, if they weren't being weenies about it, where are visitors supposed to park? I mean, really, is it all about you? Who's being the weenie now?
Hey Diana, where you
Hey
been?
guys, I've been at the BLUU. Y'all want a chocolate chip cookie?
Yeah.
Love one.
Fantastic, thanks.
Yeah.
This sculpture, Curb, was done by Professor Concrete, a vanguard in the WTF movement. Because the information on the marker is serious, dignified, sober even, like a grave.
If you're referring to our fellow 11-year-old horn frog, then he's just an exceptional student. Maybe you just need to study more.
The older Clark Hall is named after the university's founders, Addison and Randolph Clark. The new Clark Hall, on the other hand, is named after Pamela and Edward Clark, different Clarks, but very generous and gracious donors to the university.
Really?
Connor Payton, you are a pretty boy. You could become a habit. Get it?
We asked Karen Moniz, coach of the women's rifle team at TCU, this question, and she said, and I quote, "We would have to assume that they know how to safely handle a firearm. We would have a difficult time making that call with 100% accuracy. That would require a wild guess on our part or a shot in the dark."
It's a fake owl, all right? Keeps the pigeon poop off the ledges. Because pigeon poop is so 1975. Stop looking at me!
Yes, you can use your ID to get into Market Square. You can also use it to get into the library and check out books, and into athletic events.
For Senseless Acts of Comedy to have their own read poster, we could arrange that if you will come to the library conference room and perform a comedy sketch of about 10 or 15 minutes over a lunch hour one day so that the library staff can see you, and you will Do this before the semester's over with, by the end of the exams in December. We will see that you have your own read poster.
No judgment here. So come on into the library. And by the way, we are winning the war because knowledge is power.